Hello, welcome back to my channel. All right, welcome. I'm just gonna wait for you guys to join. How you're doing? So as you can tell from the title of this live, we are here to discuss the live. Did I say live? We're here to discuss the updates, BBNAIJA updates during the week. And the week has been kind of crazy, but nothing too crazy, I believe. Well, I'll let you guys judge. So I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join, and then we can have a rundown of what happened during the week. Normally, I'm going to go live on Sunday, but for the live eviction show. But then, if you do not know what happened during the week, how do you appreciate what's happening on Sunday? So, yeah. All right. So, what happened during the week? Let's see. Of course, we already know last week's head of house was doing. This week's head of house, you want to find out, stay tuned. We're going to find out how the head of house won the head of house title. We're also going to find out, all those little tea and gossips that happen during all those little tea and gossips that happen during the week, and this, that, and third. So yeah, just stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm back. So without wasting any further time, let me just give you a rundown of what happened during the week. All right, so first things first, we're going to start with maybe a summary of what happened during last Sunday's eviction. Now, last Sunday, Ike, Shay, Lucy, and Prince were evicted from the Big Brother house. let's not forget that um, Lucy and Prince were house guests and not really contenders for the money. All right. So now that has been said, and Doyin was the head of house last week. Now this week we see Perry and Neil talking about Big Brother being more lenient in the sense that, last week Sunday they were given warnings for constantly whispering into each other's ears, hence um, breaching Big Brother's communication rules, which is you must not, whisper. Everyone has to hear what you're saying. So by breaching that, they were given a warning. So Perry blamed it on the alcohol, of course, as usual, and he thinks Big Brother is more lenient. Well, I agree because I feel like previous seasons they would have gotten a strike. Really, I feel like they would have gotten a strike already. So, um, Big Brother is kind of lenient. He's been giving more warnings. So, yeah, Alex and Ike also got warnings for the drama with the pool, but Ike has left anyways. So Alex is the one who now has the final warning, and that's that for that. Now we then move to going to have a conversation with Angel. Now Doyin strongly believes that Kim and Omashola are, what do you call it now? Fake housemates. And her thought process is that fake housemates typically come in the middle of the show, right? And they hardly mix fake and new. So she strongly believes that Prince and Lucy that left last week is because we're fake housemates. And she also believes that the show hardly makes fake and new housemates come in together. So she believes they're all fake housemates. And then she now further stated that, okay, for example, they they've never qualified for head of house games, la la la. So based on that, she believes that the reason all that is happening is because they are fake housemates, and so they are not qualified for head of house games. All right. So then when you now see doing talking to the housemates, talking to the housemates as the head of house, reading Big Brother's messages and all that. She then later says that Omashola will never win head of house and she can bet on it. And again, this I'm sure she was saying because she was trying to prove her point that Omashola is a fake housemate and as a result will never win head of house game because it's never even going to qualify for the head of house game. Now, you can imagine her shocker when they're going to play the head of house game. But I'm going to come back to that. Now, Doi and Venita and what's his name? Adekunle, they keep having some kind of back and forth. I would say it's more of a Venita and doing thing, right? But Adekunle, of course, like they call him Ne Apofure. He's tied to Venita, whatever that happens. So yeah, they have this back and forth, and you can see that the tension is still very much there. Because even when she was reading um Biggie's letters, the Apophoris just strode in really late, and she goes, "You guys decided to grace us with your presence," sarcastically. All right, so that's that for doing and Benita. Then they now proceed to play the head of house game. The game was such that everyone was split into teams, right? And then they were supposed to throw balls into um, four containers. So let me see if I have something. Again, thank you for joining. Please note that I'm doing a rundown of what happened during the week. I will not be showing it to avoid copyright strike, but yeah. So if you look at this is what the containers look like. So they will just be tossing balls into There's container 1, 2, 3, 4. You toss your balls in there, and the person who has the most balls that enter there will win. We've like moved to round two. So you can see that at this stage, this was still round one, where they were tossing balls into the containers. And the people that moved to round two are simply people with the most balls, top six. Now, the top six, CC and Adekunle were tied. Look at the containers again. CC and Adekunle were tied for the sixth position. So they had to do a rerun, and Adekunle ended up coming out sixth. Then the people who moved to round two were Neil, Cross, Shalsey, Adekunle, Kim, and Benita. And head of house winner, drum rolling, Omashola, aka Shalsey. To the shock of Doyin, who literally just said he would never win head of house and she can bet on it. Never say never. All right, so that's that. So we have a new head of house, and his BFFs are led by White Money, Mercy, and Cece. And in his own words, Ike told him to take care of Cece, and Ike is his guy, so he's picking Cece as one of his BFFs. And the funny thing is, Shawzy was literally just talking about going to the head of house lounge and how he so badly wanted to go there, and then boom, the same day he wins head of house. Talk about speaking things into existence. Well, there we have it. He's the head of house, free from nominations and all that. But I was actually shocked that he did not pick Kim. What happened to Kim and Shalsey though? I don't know. Maybe you'll know better and let me know. But he did not pick him as part of his BFFs. So his BFFs are Ilebai, White Money, Mercy, and Cece. It's actually amazing how Ilebai has formed alliances and made friends. It's actually amazing. All right. So then they also showed me and Perry having discussions, and they strongly believe that the relationship between Adekunle and Benita is one-sided, in the sense that they believe that um, Benita loves Adekunle, but it's not really reciprocated. I'll let you guys decide. What do you think? Neil says he knows his cousin pretty well, and she has enough love for two, and she knows that she's in and she's in deep, right? Right, okay. So that's where we're at. Now let's go to the black envelope game. Remember that every Monday they play this black envelope game whereby the housemates look for black envelopes all around the house. And then the content of your black envelope kind of could save you from nomination or put you up for eviction. Now, the rule of the black envelope game is there are different black envelopes. It's not just one. Typically, I think it's three. If you pick one black envelope, you stop searching. You can't pick one and keep searching, right? So Kim picked one, White Money picked one, Adekunle picked one. Then Big Brother told them to reveal the content of the envelope. Kim's envelope just said "as you were," meaning nothing. White Money's envelope, automatic nomination. So automatically, White Money is up for possible eviction this week based on the content of his black envelope. And then we have Adekunle, who is the one who picked the immunity envelope, meaning Adekunle is immune for this week, not up for nomination, not up for eviction. So, yeah. So people who are safe from eviction at this point before the nominations are Adekunle and the head of house, Shalsey. Then the housemates go into, nominate who they want to be up for eviction. And what shocked me the most was Perry and Mercy picking you, nominating you for eviction. Because I thought New and Mercy are really cool. And I mean, given that Perry and New are always gossiping, always whispering to each other, I thought they are good. So you can imagine my shock when Perry said, well, I guess it's a game. Anyways, long story short, people with the most nominations this week are Ilebae, Kim Oprah, Venita, Doing. Ilebae, Kim Oprah, Venita, and Doing. And if you remember, I said earlier that White Money picked a black envelope that stated automatic nomination. So as a result of that, White Money is also up for possible eviction. So the people up for eviction are Ilebae, Kim, Venita, Doing, and White Money. I actually feel like the nominations this time around is really tough. Like the names that are up are strong people. And if you ask me, I feel like the people who are at risk of going home are Kim, Venita, and Doyin. Now, the only thing is because Kim is a house guest, I don't know if she's really up for eviction or it's just fake eviction, if you get what I mean, which leaves Venita and Doyin. But let me know what you think, right? So let's say people up for possible eviction. So based off this, you already know what money is up, Lebai is up. If your fave is either Venita or Doyin, this is your cue to intensify your votes. Voting closes today, 10 p.m. So if you do not intensify your vote, your fave might just be going home. And it's a good thing that Adekunle is not up because clearly the Adekunle fans will probably vote for Venita and Venita fans will vote for Venita. So nobody needs to split their votes. That's just my thought process. I don't really know. I mean, I know there are shippers who take this shipping thing seriously. So let's see what happens. All right. So after the was announced, the people who are up for nomination, Kim obviously thinks that she was ganged up against. She strongly believes that the housemates ganged up against her. Let me know what y'all think about that. Yeah, but that's what she strongly thinks that she was ganged up against. All right. So with Omashala being the new head of house, obviously cleaning duties has to be assigned and this, that, and the third. And then while Sissy was cleaning, she and Cross had a mini fight because she was packing, like when people drink water or juice and leave like remnants on the table. So she was just throwing it into the trash. And Cross was like, why don't you throw away the what they call it, like pour away the contents of the bottles before throwing the bottles away? It makes it easy. She got pissed off and she was like, not your business, I'm not here to do that. The animals. Cc is just Cc is in the she's in a lane of her own. And she goes, the animals who are drinking the water and the whatever, don't they know to empty their bottles or toss it away after use? Well, I kind of I kind of see reason with her though. I mean, why do you even finish drinking stuff and leave it on the table? For who exactly? Anyways, that's that for that. And then we go to Doing. Doing was crying. She was crying. She feels like she's always fighting with people in the house. And I think the fight that kind of annoys her the most is Venita because, man, all I can say is don't have an enemy. Don't have Venita as an enemy. She will come for you so badly. It's crazy. She strongly thinks Doing will go home. I don't know. Do y'all think Venita has more fans than Doing? Do you think Benita has more fun than doing? Let me know, because I don't know. To me, I don't think so. I think they're like on the same whatever. The only thing is Benita now has the advantage of Adekunle instead of they're shipping. So, you know, shippers would probably vote her. But aside that, I don't really think she has more fans. All right. So Then they show a part where Cross, um, no, CC, Doing, and New are discussing the love triangle between Cross, Perry, and Kim. They went ahead to say that one treats her like a princess and the other doesn't. And I'm guessing the person who treats her like a princess is Cross. And then CC says because nobody will pick Cross over Perry on a normal day. Then Doing say, Perry, fine, you just fine. And I'm like, oh, is Perry that fine? I had no idea. Okay, all right. So basically, they were just saying Perry doesn't like apply pressure, doesn't, they need someone who understand him and all that stuff. Then they now had this TZT task, Wi-Fi by TZT or something. You all know the brand TZT. It's a network, you know, Wi-Fi, whatever, and all that stuff. So yeah. So they were split into three teams, and the winner of the task with 28 points across both games is Team Turbo. So the first game was them answering questions. Second one was had to do with balls and some other stuff. Anyways, the winner was Team Turbo, and Team Turbo consists of Adekunle, Soma, New, White Money, and Ilebai. Now let's talk about Soma, just real quick. Soma is, these people who go kind of unnoticed, but they're winning low key, like you don't really notice them, but they are winning. I think that's Soma. Like Soma has managed to slip through the cracks. It's never been up for eviction, aside from when they were all up for eviction. He's not up for eviction. People don't even remember to nominate him. He wins tasks every now and then. He has one head of house. It's actually a blast without too much pressure. I think it's good, but also I think his fans need to be on the lookout because for the most part, when things like this happen, when he's not up for eviction, they might not really, because he has been safe for so long, they might not understand the amount of pressure and the amount of force they need to go into the voting with, and they might end up slacking. So, and we already saw last week, I think I had to show it and emphasize it, that Perry was bottom three, and he was not bottom three with nonsense. He was bottom three with 22.39%. That simply means that, bro, that simply, if someone is bottom three with 22.39%, that means it is tight. It is really tight. So that simply means that if you have your fave up for eviction, you need to apply pressure. Apply pressure or your fave goes home. Like it's that simple. Perry needs to be on the lookout, but he's not up for eviction anyways this week. So good. All right. So what else? What other thing? Each housemate has been provided with a plant. Remember, there was this season that what they gave them was an egg, and then there was another season that what they usually give them different things. But this time around they give them plants. So everyone is supposed to take care of their plants, ensure the plant doesn't die, plant is properly flowered, nurtured, and all that. Then I won't say the most interesting, but maybe one of the really, really interesting things that happened this week is the prank. Angel and Joey pranked, let's say they pranked Adekunle, well, they pranked Adekunle and Cece because they wrote a love letter as if it was from Cece to Adekunle. And then they serenaded the letter with Cece's perfume. So obviously, Adekunle seeing that, it smells like Cece, sounds like it's coming from Cece, you would think it's from Cece. So to me, that's an evil prank because when Venita finds out, Cece and Venita are two mad women. Like, they are crazy, yo. Like, it's gonna be, man. Venita knows how to carry malice. If she's fighting with you, your name doesn't go out of her mouth. And Cece, y'all know Cece. Cece will just be giving you hot. She doesn't waste time to like. So imagine Venita and Cece fighting over Adekunle. That's crazy. I don't know why Angel and Doing thought it was a good idea to prank her like that because she would not find it funny if she tends to find out that they're the ones who pulled that stone, like she will go really hard on them. Yeah, so that's it. That's it for what has happened so far on the show this week. Again, let me reiterate: head of house is Mashola. People up for eviction are Lebai, Kim, Venita, Doing, and White Money, because White Money picked the automatic nomination black envelope. Um, Kim thinks she was conspired against, and that's why she was nominated. Neil and Perry think that Adekunle doesn't love Venita as much and that it's kind of one sided. Tizeti task was won by Team Turbo, which consists of Adekunle, Suman, Neil, White Money, and Ilebai. Housemates have been provided with the plans for them to take care of. Angel and Doing decided that it's best to prank Cece and Adekunle by planting a love letter as though it was from Cece. I'm going to come back with the updates on how that turned out. Adekunle saw the letter, but let's see what happens after that. And that's it. Those are like the major things that happened this week. And of course, the head of house BFFs are led by White Money, Mercy, and Cece. And in his words, he picked Cece because Ike told him to take care of Cece. And so he's doing just that. All right. So I'm going to be signing out. Time to go back to work. Thank you all so much. Bye.